Good day, kings and queens. My name is Erica, and the title of this video is How to Be Happy in the Midst of a Storm. Okay, so I share videos with you in a lot of different areas. This particular video focuses in the area that my area expertise, which is psychology. I have a degree in psychology. I've utilized this in different areas when I worked in the schools and with at-risk teens and so on and so forth. Also, this is stuff that is personal. I'm sharing with you what has helped me along my journey because I have had to deal with a lot of rough issues in the past and I have overcame most of them, okay? As far as with people, with co-workers, with family, and with myself. So I want to give you some tools to help you so we can help each other. Because when the energy is up around you, it helps you out a lot to keep your energy in check. Because it's all about energy. Okay? So I titled this, How to Be Happy in the Midst of a Storm. And I thought it was appropriate to bring it now because it is so much going on in this world right now. A lot of people I know are going through storms, and a lot of people are just downright busted, broke down, and disgusted, don't know how they're going to get their happy, where it's going to come from. And if you really look at what's going on, the suicide rates are extremely high right now, kings and queens. There's a lot of focus on mental health right now, kings and queens. In the areas where you couldn't find a job, if this is your passion, this might be the time. Now, I don't know if I'm going back in that area because I have focused on so many things right now that I will be utilizing the tools that I know as far as on YouTube and with family instead of going into the matrix with it. That's just where my heart is calling me right now. But it's very imperative we check on our people. Because let me tell you something, nothing stays the same. So tool number one, change. You want to know how to be happy in the midst of the storm? Change. That's coming from me, what has helped me on my journey. And also, I'm real into science as well. It's a science to this thing, you all. You want something to change, you have to change something. Now, will it be easy? I'm not going to sit up here and tell you it's going to be easy because the way our brain is set up, the conscious part of our brain is by repetition. It's used to doing things a certain way. So when you interrupt that pattern and you try to change something, this is going to fight against you. It can be done, it has been done, but it's not going to be as simple as pie to change. You have to be intentional. You have to focus. Whatever we focus on grows. Whatever we don't focus on goes stagnant or fall off. Okay? So you want to be happy in the midst of a storm? I get excited talking about this kind of stuff, you all, because I'm going to go deep into my story part 2 later on down the line. I did a video called My Story, 9 Ways to Be Happy in Spite of Any Situation. I'll try to iCard that somewhere up here or put it in the end screen or in the description box. Give some people let them know it's going to be okay. But we have to be intentional. Whatever you focus on, grow. So focus and grow yourself. Because if you're not happy, how you expect to make somebody else happy? Kings and queens. Whew. Lord knows. So tool number 1. Change. You have to change something. So, Erica, how do I begin to change? Or what do I even know what to change? Write it down, make it clear, make it plain. When you're writing, that's triggering an area in your brain as well. So you're writing it, you're focusing on it, you're reading it back to yourself, you're putting intention on that thing. Okay, so when you're intentional and putting intention on a particular area, you manifest quicker. That happiness you're focused on is going to be manifested a little quicker than if you didn't write it down. So Pull out anything and write it down. Look at all the areas of your life and see where you want the happiness to come from, or where maybe it's lacking. If you want to be happy in some areas, now let me tell you this. We're not going to be happy 100% of the time. Things will happen, that's a given. But how long you stay there, this is where the tools come in, okay? The tools is to help, because y'all don't stay down long. And I've been through some stuff. I have seen family members go through some stuff. I have had things come up out of nowhere. That has happened just out of nowhere. That was not in my control, okay? But even then, I didn't stay down long. People thought some of the stuff that I've been through and I have seen would have taken me out. I am still here. I'm still here, baby, and happy. Happy, yes. Can I be happier? Of course I could be happier. It's some areas of my life I need to switch my focus on, because I need those areas to grow. And I have let those areas be stagnant. Anybody who know me know I'm real up on here. So I will touch more into that later on, because it's not the time. Something in my spirit is telling me it's not the time to talk about that right now. Okay? Change. So I'm going to leave you with this. Usually I'll give you, back in the day, I know it's a lot of new subscribers who don't even know that I do these type of videos. So check out the playlist. Back in the day, I used to give you steps and tools, different tools. This one is telling me to have you focus on one thing for right now, which is change. Change something that is not producing the happiness you want. Okay? Change something. Well, Erica, what if it don't work? Okay, but what if it do work? It's all on how you look at the thing. If it don't work, you still didn't fail, because now you know what won't work, so you could do and move to another conclusion for something that will work. You see? You being intentional is strengthening you right there, kings and queens. It's strengthening us. Change something, because it's a pattern in the brain. When one thing changes, other things change and they become aligned together. Okay? It all works together. But if you keep on doing the same thing and expecting different results, that is the definition of insanity. It just won't work. So change something. Okay, something is telling me just give you just a few examples. I'll give you just a few. Okay. Change something. Let's start with when you first wake up in the morning. If you have a certain routine, you got to break up that thing. You have to interrupt the pattern. Listen to me. Interrupt the pattern. That's actually a phrase we learned. And that is something I use in my life. Okay. I gained a lot of my weight back during quarantine. When I lost all of that weight, I had lost over 51 pounds, and I was intentional. You know why? Because I interrupted my pattern. So I know what it takes to get it on and what to get it off. Okay. I know what it takes. When I was going through very tumultuous times years and years ago, when I was trying to get my degree, dealing with having to look out for family members in a home, and dealing with when we were in the ghetto, dealing with going to catch a bus from school and work to make ends meet, looking behind my back to make sure a drug dealer not coming up trying to get me as a young girl going to that bus stop. Yeah, I was taking 4 or 5 buses a day because I had to get from school to work, but I still got that degree. I was focused, but I had to change something. I wasn't used to working at the nights. I was more of a morning person, but I had to change that up so I could have the classes in the morning. Therefore, the classes, I wanted to focus on the things where I'm at my brightest. So know when you're at your brightest. I'm more of a morning person. So I wanted my mind clear so I could focus on those classes. Focus on that professor when my mind was clear. Therefore, I had to have the school in the mornings and the work at night. And when I had it flipped the other way around, I was lacking in my field of what I was trying to accomplish. So I had to change that thing up. I had to change it up. And I got that degree. So we have to change something. If something is not working, you have to change it. You want to be happy? Change something, boo. Change something, kings and queens. Come on now. I'm going to be real with you. You have to change something up. Get up maybe an hour earlier. Go to sleep maybe an hour earlier. Okay? So you can focus on what you want to do. If you want to be happier in the other areas of your life, as far as your love life or your work life, you want more money or you want more time, you have to change something. Now, let me share this with you all from a personal perspective. I don't want to be in a matrix all of my life. That's just not my thing. What do I mean by being in a matrix? I don't want to bust my tail for somebody else's company more than I do focusing on my own businesses. I have a small business. I haven't been focusing on that often, especially after COVID. And also my YouTube, eventually one day, hopefully this will be another stream of income. So I have changed a lot of different things in my life so I will not have to be going to work busting somebody else's clock. I am also in the process of other things to make more streams of income, but something is telling me not to speak on that now. I will speak on that later. Kings and queens, I know I have to change some things to get up out the matrix completely. Okay, I went from working 7 days in the matrix to 6 days in the matrix to 5 days in the matrix to 4 days in the matrix. Eventually, I won't be working in no matrix. Okay, right now I am still working for a company, but I am shifting. Therefore, I will not spend more time working with them than I'm working on myself. And even if it don't pertain to business, if you want to work more on yourself, on your health, okay, or you have to change something. You can't keep doing the same thing, eating the same crap, not working out, whatever, and expect for your health to improve. You have to change something. Okay, if you want more time with your family and friends, you have to change something. At one point, I was working so much, I didn't have time for family, friends. I didn't have time for that. Now I make it a point. Sunday fun day, that's my family and friends time, and I've been doing this for years. And I have really been on it a lot more lately because my family and friends are important to me, and I want them to know they're important to me. But if I can't never be around or converse and spend time with them, I could say it, but me doing it is a whole different thing. You're going to feel that different. Just like if a person supports you, they can say, I love what you're doing. Great job. That feels good. But when you actually see them supporting you, when you actually feel them, and you know they're there, that's a whole different feeling. It changes the whole dynamic, kings and queens. So, I love you. Love is an action word, okay? I'm bringing this to you. Now, I'm also bringing this to you because this is one of my passions, okay? I could be doing other videos that I know will give me more views and more subscriptions really quickly, but I had to come back to the surface for y'all because this is what my heart has started. I've been being a field of psychology since I was 11 years old. If you really look back, and my family know, it's some things there. So even though I still do other things on my page, if you want to look at the home decor, if you want to look at cooking, you know, I have a whole playlist of different things. DIYs. I do DIYs too. I have a business center around me doing custom made pieces, y'all. Okay, so I have a little bit of something, everything for everybody. But I still have to come back here. Now you're going to see more of this because this is my passion. Sharing is caring to me. It's dear to my heart. It gets me emotional. Because when you become blessed, bless somebody else. I always say that at the end of my videos, or I have it in my description box. And I always say love is the main key, because love is truly the main key. And I always say enjoy this beautiful life we are given, because as you can see, it can be taken away from us in a snap. So yes, even though this might not get me to my goal quicker, or it might, who knows? But it's in my heart to share with you all what has helped me on my journey so we can help each other. Because if we all had that happiness, the cycle is going to trickle down. When you see somebody happy, you get happy. It's a science to that as well. And I'm going to go a little deeper in how the steps actually work to get you to where you want to be in different areas and different videos. So I love you, kings and queens. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. If you like the video, please thumbs it up. And that lets me know what videos resonate with you all more. And also, it shows YouTube the algorithm so it can get out here to more people, especially this kind of stuff that's going to help somebody. Kings and queens, we got to just help each other right now. So many people are broke down, busted, and disgusted and don't know how to get their happy back. Don't even want to get out the bed, kings and queens. I'm trying to tell you, people going through some stuff right now. Okay, and from experience, I'm going to tell you, this too shall pass. Get your happy back. I love you. Have a great day.